have anti-Christian values, contradict traditional views of a family. Can you tell me what organizations have been designated as domestic terrorist organizations?
Senator, it's my understanding the Department of Justice has looked at this issue going back to the 1970s when the Pentagon was under duress, as well as Washington, D.C., and it was the opinion then that the president would have the authority to use federal troops to protect federal functions and property in a manner
Federal
that's
property
consistent.
we get. I'm not disputing that. Would you approve, as a lawyer for the Army, would you approve the 82nd Airborne, an Army unit, shooting at the legs of unarmed protesters, or would you push back against the commander-in-chief against that order? Designating terrorist organizations in general, but we've never had an instance where there's a secret list of what I understand to be dozens of now terrorist organizations that the American public and certainly the oversight committees don't get to know.
In a tense Senate hearing, Acting Defense General Counsel Mr. Young faced sharp questioning over the expanding use of military power at home and abroad. Lawmakers pressed him about a recent presidential letter declaring the U.S. engaged in a non-international armed conflict against new undisclosed terrorist organizations, a move critics called dangerously secretive. At the same time, a new domestic terrorism order reportedly targeted groups labeled as having anti-Christian values, raising fears of politicized enforcement. Senators demanded to know whether the Department of Defense could act on U.S. soil under such designations. Mr. Young admitted no cities are under insurrection, but wouldn't clearly rule out military action in domestic unrest. When asked if he would oppose an order to shoot protesters in the legs, he answered only that directives must comply with the law. The exchange underscored growing concern over blurred lines between defense,